felt good for you?
Well, just saw him land, I guess. Felt pretty good.
Talked on the field a little bit about some dad strength. Was that something that you felt in that hit out to right center?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously it's a play, especially to left field here, so counting on that a little bit in the second half.
Henry, a homer's a homer, but is there more significance that it was to right center? Does that tell you more about where you're at?
Yeah, I think the direction's good. Obviously, balls just get swallowed here to left, so if I can do that a little bit more, I'll be done.
Do you feel like that's when you're at your best, is when you're using all fields?
No doubt. I do think my natural bolt's to left field. I think it, unfortunately, is much bigger to that side of the park here, so obviously want to contribute more than I have and trying to use that part of the field. Obviously a little bit shorter, and I hit the ball in the air plenty, so I'm trying to do that.
Henry was winning 100 for your manager. What do you like about Donnie? What's Donnie like as a manager?
He's the best. I mean, I said it earlier. I love coming to the field every day, and it's really easy to learn from him, be coached from him, and play for him. And I think everybody shares that sentiment.
Henry, what about that double in the 8th inning and then stealing that third base? Were you surprised that it was that wide open there at third base?
Well, I know he's newer to third. When we played him last year, he was playing shortstop. So when he crashed and then didn't look at me, I kind of was like, if he doesn't look, I'm gonna run.
What about? Go ahead. Sorry.
DK talks about all the work you put in. Any extra satisfaction now trying to hit your stride here for the rest of the season?
It definitely feels better to get hits than not get hits, but I'll work regardless and just feel like you get one chance at a career, you might as well just give it everything you got. So I do that every day.
How do you keep from letting that weigh on you too much? Like finding the pressure and the motivation to help you succeed, also not letting it weigh on you too much.
Definitely think it's easier as a catcher. You can contribute in more ways than one. It's a good team over there, and trying to put the guys in a good spot to keep runs off the board is always priority one. But offensively, just seeing them land helps.
Henry, what's kind of stood out to you in terms of the progress Bubba's been able to make, especially over this last month or so?
I really think it's the composure. I think he probably came into the year. I don't know if it's being a little hard on himself or not being able to turn the page from mistakes or trying to do too much when mistakes happen, and they're going to happen. And that's actually, I took a couple Mal visits to just say, like, dude, there's no runs on the board. Keep pitching. And I think he's realizing that he has to do less than he thinks. Obviously, does 100 miles an hour. Just challenge hitters, throw it across the plate. You don't have to make a perfect pitch. It's gone really well for him.
It's part of that message, let the defense make plays like they did today.
I think for him, it's really just about attacking the zone early. Obviously this stuff is unreal, so being ahead in the count, it's really as simple as that. It's really difficult to hit when you're behind in the count as a hitter, so trying to hammer that home and, obviously limit the free passes, but he's been great.
He kind of felt like, I think he was saying that he was pitching without a couple pitches today. He felt like the fastball was one of the things he could trust. Was that something that you saw at all, or is he being just hard on himself with that?
I thought the spin was backing up early for sure, but he did enough, man. One run out on the board against a good team, taking it.